In this series of video, we will be learning how to draw the graph of different function in which the power of x is more than 2. So we will start off with quadratic function. Quadratic function, all of you should have learned before. That means any function whereby the maximum power of x is squared or 2. So write down the objective. So in the first part of this lesson, you will learn how does the quadratic curve looks like and how to find the coordinate of the point to plot on the curve. What we learned in earlier chapters are how to draw linear function. That means straight line going up or straight line going down. For quadratic function, they actually have the x squared in it rather than just x plus c or mx plus c. Quadratic function have a x squared in it, and if the coefficient of x squared is positive, then the curve will look like a smiley face. If the coefficient of x squared is negative, then it will be a sad face. So the curve will look like this shape. So please copy down the objective. So a brief introduction. All quadratic function will follow this format. Y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. C is a constant or a number. Then you have your coefficient of x squared, which is a, which will determine whether it's this shape or the graph is this shape. If it's this shape, that means a is positive because it's like a smiley face. Then if a is negative, it will be a sad face. So the important thing is to take note of whether a is positive or negative. Then this will give you roughly how the curve should look like. So in the end, if you plot your curve to be something like that, that means some calculation must be wrong if your curve looks like this. Other things which you need to know is minimum point, maximum point, line of symmetry, as well as intercept. So if my a is positive, your curve will be a smiley face. So obviously there's a point down here, which is the lowest value of y. So over here, this point, that means the lowest point is the minimum point. On the other hand, if your a is negative, you will have a maximum point because it's a sad face. It is down here, the maximum point. And the line of symmetry, can you see that this is actually a very symmetrical shape? The smiley face and the sad face. So the line of symmetry will pass through the minimum point as well as the maximum point. So this is the line of symmetry that will cut the curve into a symmetrical size. Lastly, intercepts. You should be familiar with the x and y intercept. So the point whereby the curve cuts the y axis is called the y-intercept. Where it cuts the x-axis, it is the x-intercept. Same thing. This one is the y-intercept. Here we also have 2 x-intercept. Now just take note, for x-intercept, you can have 0, 1 or 2 x-intercept. It is possible to have 0, 1 or 2 x-intercept. If we have the chance, we will go through them. If not, you just have to take note of this. So I hope that you have copied the previous slide. If not, go back. If you have copied, copy this down as well, because these terms are important because they might appear in the question and you will need to know what the question is talking about. So now let us look at an example. Given that y is equals to negative x squared plus 2x plus 1, complete the table below. So all of you should have encountered similar question for your linear equation. That means your straight line. And the same thing applies. What we are going to do is substitution. I will show you 2 examples. You go and do it yourself. So since y is equals to negative x squared plus 2x plus 1, we have to find the y value when x is equals to negative 3 all the way to 5. So what we can do is this. We just do simple substitution. Negative. Okay, let me just write down the thing, then I will change the color of the ink. So now I want to have x is equals to negative 3, then x is negative 3. So basically, what I'm doing down here is I substitute the negative 3 into x. And if I want to do it for 5, it is the same thing. Y is equals to minus, okay, I write the square here, plus 2 plus 1, then I go and change the color. So here I will have 5, and here I will have 5. So the answer will be equals to negative 9 plus, or 2 times negative 3 will give me negative 6 plus 1. I will have negative 14. Please make sure that your bracket have been bracketed appropriately if you are going to key in the whole thing into your calculator, or else you will make some calculation mistake. So this one is when x is equal to 3, y is equal to negative 14. So when x is equal to 5, I have negative 25 plus 10 plus 1. And I will get negative 14 as well. So please take the time and try to fill in the other blank. Okay, try to find the other value of y that is between negative 2 and 4. Pause the video, try to do substitution to find the value of y. If you have done, the answer are down here. So please check the answer. If you make any mistake, please check your calculator again. Square of negative are positive. Alright, please make sure you are able to do the basic calculation. So this one is the first part. Second part will be asking us to plot a graph. So for second part of the lesson, it will be in the next video.